Don't do it! Just kidding, guys. What's happening? Yeah. Dave the Film Junkie here. Sorry about that. Did I make you a little dizzy? Did I make your eyes just go up? Sorry, I apologize. But yeah, don't pay attention to the Star Wars 8 marketing, according to Ryan Johnson and Mark Hamill. Yeah, at first I was like, oh, is this really what they said? But apparently, yeah, according to these tweets, that's what they said. It's yeah, this is what's they're just basically commenting, and there's a reason why I'm making a video about this, because I commend them for doing this. I really do, because one of the bad things about, you know, these movies and stuff is the fact that no matter what, there's always going to be some new stuff released. You know, images and plot points and the character, you know, what we're going to see with a certain character and everything. I mean, we've already heard a lot about Star Wars, you know. And I always, you know what's funny is, I always would wonder, what would it be like if one of these movies just strictly had one trailer and barely any, like, promotional stuff, like actors talking about the story, directors talking about the story, just stuff like that. Not too many images. I mean, yes, they got to market the movie. I understand that. TV spots and, you know, slapping, you know, their faces on Dr. Pepper cans. I understand that part, and having posters everywhere. Yes, that's marketing. But I'm just talking about not showing clips, not showing footage, like more footage. Like if they were to just have one trailer, then there'd be TV spots. There were just different variations of that. What would happen? Especially if you made a really awesome trailer that had a cliffhanger, you know, similar to the Justice League trailer that we got. I mean, that had a little cliffhanger in it, like, whoa, okay, obviously he's probably talking about Superman, but there's the chance he's not talking to Superman. Alfred, is he talking about Superman? You imagine if we just didn't get anything else from Justice League? Bam! It'd be awesome. But I'm just talking about, now we're talking about Star Wars here. And then with that trailer that we got, and we heard Luke saying that the Jedi need to go away, they need to end, what if that's all we got? I'm just saying. But of course, the studios don't feel that should be the case. They got to keep promoting, and keep revealing more and more and more. So I actually commend these two for saying that. I'm just wondering if Kathleen, what's her name? Jeez, totally. Kennedy, there he is. I almost said Turner. Kathleen Kennedy is probably like, hey, I fired those Han Solo directors. Don't think you're safe there, motherfuckers. Even though the movie's like pretty much done. But I mean, we've been hearing stuff like, you know, Leia, she gets a nice proper send off, and how she interacts with Poe, and then just different story elements. I'm actually not really reading a lot of those, and I haven't been really posting about them either, because I kind of don't want to know that much either. But it's all just been like generic stuff that you'd expect, you know. I do post the images, though. The images are nice to see. You know, those porgs are adorable. I guess they're going to be like the new Ewoks of this new Star Wars. It's going to be interesting. But anyways, guys, yeah, that's why I wanted to do a video, because could you imagine if there wasn't any of that? Like, they just left the director and actors alone. I mean, of course, they have to do press junkets, and of course, you're going to have like these, you know, these interviewers trying to try to get as much information as possible. But it's just, could you imagine if one of these big movies, you got a very vague teaser trailer with a cliffhanger, and that's all you got? You didn't know anything else. You just knew the basic synopsis that was released, and that's it. Could you imagine? I mean, one of the things that Warner Brothers fucked up on last year was that last Batman vs Superman trailer. Even though we knew it was supposed to happen, it's like I actually, at first, I didn't understand why people were so upset. Like, oh yeah, that was too much. I'm like, we knew that there was going to be Doomsday. We knew that they were going to eventually get together. But I was like, okay, but you didn't want to see it on a trailer. You wanted to see it on the big screen. Understandable. Not to mention, they showed that Batman warehouse scene in like that last trailer. A little too much of that. They could have saved that, where everybody would have just been wowed when they saw it in a movie theater. See, that's the thing. That's the problem. And a lot of other movies suffer from that. I mean, for fuck's sake, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, the very last scene of that movie, when he was going up against a rhino and he was using like the sewer, the manhole lid, to like throw it at him, that was the end scene, and that was in the trailer. It's just like, no, can't do that stuff. And that's the bad part. So I just wonder if, like, what would that be like? Wouldn't that be awesome? It's probably going to end up getting to that point. And I think Warner Brothers is starting to realize that, because, I mean, with Wonder Woman, they didn't show Ares, and with the Justice League stuff, they are doing their very best to tease Superman, which I was hoping for, but not show him. I mean, of course they were going to show Steppenwolf, no big deal. But they didn't really show him that much. They didn't show, like, big time, like, his face and everything, and you just see him. You don't see up close. So there you go, guys. That's what I want to talk about. So let me know your thoughts about it down below, and I'll talk to you later.